Hello, good afternoon, everyone. We'll be starting soon. If you take a look at my screen right now, it's actually the link to the YouTube playlists. So you should be able to see the recorded video via the link. So I'm still waiting for some of us, around maybe three more. So once they are in, we can start, or we will start in a while as well. Okay, everyone, let's get started. I still have got two more coming in shortly after this, probably. Uh, okay, but let's get started with a quick recap of what we have learned. I know it's already 1 week ago, so so let's get started with this recap. Before I get started, can I just have a show of maybe a thumbs up if you can hear my voice clearly? Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you. Okay, good. Okay, okay, thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. Now let's get started with the recap first. So the first thing that we learned on the course is actually three essentials of websites. So as mentioned, right, these three essentials is very important to get your website live. So what is included in these three essentials? So the number one thing that is in the essential is the domain name itself and the web host as well as the web application framework. Now, to make things simple, the domain name is your address, the web host is the house, and the web application framework is basically everything that is inside the website itself. Okay, so web application framework, as I mentioned, so a lot of us, a lot of you the other day got confused with this web application framework. So web application framework basically has a lot of it's a general term. Okay, so we have for example we have so for web application framework we have like a CMS, we have CRM, we have HRM. All these are actually web application framework. So what we are going to learn, what we learn in the course is a CMS, which is in short content management system. So for the content management system, there are different types as well, and one type is actually your WordPress. Okay. So three essential. Get this. Remember this: the domain name, your web host, as well as your web application framework. Okay. Let's move on. Now, how are they connected? User will actually key in your domain name. Once they key in the domain name, then the domain name will search for the server. The server will then will then draw the CMS out, which is your content management system, and then present it back to your server, to your browser. That's how you see your website. Again, the best timing for this is around 3.5 seconds or less. Okay, moving on. So what is CMS? CMS is content management system, a web application for non-technical user to create and edit web content, etc. So there are two types of CMS. One is the open source CMS. The other one is the closed source CMS. Now for open source CMS, basically is free for us to download. So once we download it, we will be able to use it as a CMS and then create our website using the CMS without any cost without any cost or license fee for the CMS itself. Now, of course, the proprietary, which is the closed source type, you have like Wix, you have like Shopify, you have like Squarespace. All these are actually closed type. Now, the thing about closed type is for closed type you need to pay for the license fee of the CMS itself. So usually Wix and Shopify will ask you to pay like maybe $6 or $30 per month kind of thing. So open source and closed source, basically we recommend you to use open source more than closed source. And so there's also a difference. This is something that I also want to highlight to you. There's also a difference between WordPress.org and WordPress.com. Now, WordPress.com is your closed source version of WordPress. Closed source version. Okay, or WordPress itself. So the closed source version of WordPress means that it's the same as your Wix, it's the same as your Shopify. All these are actually the same. Okay, so for example, you have your Wix, your Shopify, all these are actually closed source. So if you are going to register for WordPress, right, you shouldn't be going to WordPress.com. Okay, no, shouldn't be going. The first thing that you need to do is, of course, to buy your domain, to set up your server. That's what you need to do, not go to WordPress.com and register. Okay, so on the other hand, we have the WordPress.org. It doesn't mean that you need to go to WordPress.org to register for your WordPress. What you need to do is basically just just buy your domain, buy your hosts, and then you can start using it. Okay, the link here, WordPress.org, is for you to download the software, which by now you should know that you don't really have to go and download it because it's all in the cPanel itself. Okay, let's move on. So for domain wise, we have domain names. So domain names, we have like Namecheap, we have GoDaddy, we have Godin. All these are actually the domain names. Registrars. So the other time we mentioned it's better for you to register your domain name and your server together so that you can save the trouble of doing the pointing. Okay. So there are different type of domains as well. So we have a .com domain, we have a .com.sg domain. So a lot of students are asking me the same question after the course last week is the difference between .com and .com.sg or .sg, right? Uh, is that you can is that there's no is that the availability is actually higher on the .com.sg and .sg itself, but but for the .com, the most of the general term are taken out already. But if you want to ask whether is it affected by SEO, right, or the search engine ranking, it will not be affected. Okay, it will not be affected. Okay, so these are some of the questions that some of you ask. Okay, then this is how you buy your domain. You can buy a domain from Namecheap. Okay, just follow the steps to do the purchase. And then the next thing is actually a web host provider. Now, web host provider, we have some example like SiteGround. You have some example like Bodian and GoDaddy. So all these are actually some example that you can go for. So like I mentioned during the course earlier, right, you don't really have to buy it separately. You can just buy it, you can just buy it based on the together with Namecheap itself. So it will be easier for you. Okay, so type of hosting is share hosting, cloud hosting, VPS, and dedicated server. So most of you can just buy for share hosting and cloud hosting. It should be all right. Okay. So we have CDN, content delivery network, as well as the host itself. So in the example, we mentioned about to buy the host from SiteGrounds already. Okay, that's about it for domain and your. That's about it for domain and your name and your server. Okay. Before I move on, any other question? Any other question? If not, then maybe you can just give me a thumbs up. Okay. Okay, thank you. Everyone is in, right? Okay. Let me see. This is Melinda. Is it? Can I check? Melinda? Is Syntel web hosting good? Syntel web hosting. There's I have never I never really used Syntel web hosting before, but I thought it will be as what I heard, right, it's actually quite difficult for you to manage it. So and in terms of the cost, if you know how to manage, then it's good for you. But in terms of the cost for Syntel hosting, if I'm not wrong, the cost is actually higher than the normal the rest of the cost out there. So you might want to consider in terms of cheaper rates. Yeah. Okay. Melinda, can I just check if you already purchased the Syntel hosting already, or not yet? Okay. So I probably advise you to go for like Namecheap or SiteGround, which actually is easier than Syntel hosting itself.
Yeah, but sorry, Texting. The thing is, because my company already buy the domain name from Singtel because of our email. So I'm just thinking, if we were to do a page, is it good like to buy the web hosting from Singtel?
The email currently is hosted in Syntel as well, is it?
Yeah, correct.
You
And then now I think they have a free trial for 1 month, but
right.
the free trial is only for subdomain and whatever lah.
Okay.
So I guess that is not applicable for me. Probably if I want, I need to join the 21.40 per month. So I'm not sure whether I should just carry on with the web hosting with Singtel or buy outside.
21.40 with Syntel, but the email is with Syntel lah, right?
The email with Singtel, yeah.
The email is Syntel.
Mm.
There are some alternative. You can actually point the domain which is currently in Syntel, right?
Yeah.
To your server as well. Just do the pointing and just point for for this case, we just need to point for the website only. So you don't need
It will not affect my email, right?
yeah, correct. So you need to point the
Yeah.
website only. So
Okay,
in
understand.
case like that, right? Sorry, I just want to maybe let you know again. So in case you carry, so in such case, right, you can see that okay. So in this example, right, we mentioned that the thing will be for the name server here, right? Can you
Yeah.
see? Is to point your domain to website, right? Okay. However, this is to point the uh to point everything. Okay, which include your email. So if you
Oh,
want to point email only, sorry, you want to point website only, maybe this one you can take note. Is that you go to your you will instead of looking for the name server, right? You should look for the IP address, the IP address of the server. Okay,
mhm.
usually IP address is something like maybe 103.11.205.55, something like that. Okay, it's like IP address. So using this IP address, right? Instead of managing DNS server, okay, instead of managing DNS server, you should go and you should look for your support domain support, right, and ask them to point for A host, A as in A, and triple W host. These two, okay, not DNS server anymore.
Okay.
But this is only for website. If you are going to point website only,
Okay.
okay, this is only if you're going to point website only.
Uh-uh.
Yeah,
So if I point the website, domain, this is to point the domain to the website,
right.
right?
Yeah,
Then
so
how about my email?
your email is still pointed to your Singtel lor.
I will not be affected.
Will not be affected, but you have to be careful. So instead of using the DNS, you use the A host and triple W host.
Oh, okay, understand.
Okay,
Can, thank you.
yeah. So for
Thank.
the rest, also want to take note. This DNS, right, is for everything, email and website. Okay, this is in some cases if you have if you want to restart the whole thing, then you can do that. Then you should do that. But for A host and triple W host, right, it's only for website only. Okay, if not clear about this, you can just refer to you can just remember this, right, and then go and Google this thing called web A host and triple W host. You will get a you should be able to get a clear explanation from that. Okay, no questions. Okay, let me move on to your SiteGround. So for SiteGround, if you're going to buy from SiteGround, there is actually a dashboard, so you can just follow through the steps to get your SiteGround installed on your using the dashboard. Okay, if not, usually they will use cPanel to install. Okay, so we went through the installation of cPanel. So basically, click on basically you just need to go back to cPanel, click on some particulars, install. So the next thing you have installed is actually your WordPress. Your, after you install your WordPress, right? Now after you install your WordPress, we did two things on the I think the second day. On the second day, right, we install themes. We also install plugins. Okay, so themes are basically your design of the website, how the design will look like. Some more things that you should look out for example, the customer service, the theme updates, and documented kind of thing. So this is something that you should go and look out for before you buy your theme. But of course, as I said, most of the theme now comes with a page builder, lah, right? Most of the theme comes with a page builder. So it's either these are the four common page builder. You have your bakery, you have your Beaver, Elementor, and your DB. I would recommend you to use DB lah. Okay, I personally recommend you to use DB for that. But of course, if you want to try other theme, then you can go ahead and try. But in terms of cost wise, in terms of usability wise, DB will be much better choice, in my own opinion. Okay, so there are also two types of themes. One is your free themes, and the other one is your premium themes. Now the free theme are usually used for developer to test out. So because it's used for a developer to test out, right? Your free theme will come with will usually come with uh support, lower support or limited support. Cost is free, but security wise might not be that good compared to a premium theme because a premium theme is updated frequently. Okay, but for premium theme itself, the support usually is within 24 hours. Usually, And in terms of security wise, because it's updated frequently, so you should support the security should be quite good, quite high. Okay, next you talk about sorry. The next thing we have is the two themes. So for installation of themes, right, usually you will talk about two things. One is your child theme, the other one is your parent theme. Now, the first thing that you should install is your parent theme. So basically for parent theme, what it does is that it has all the core files in the theme itself. The core files that the theme require that is required for the theme to work. As for your child theme, right, the child theme usually comes with your design design file and your additional function file. So if you do any customization, right, when you install both theme and you activate the child theme, right, you do any customization, you are doing on the child theme itself and not the parent theme. So what happens is when you update, right, okay, when you update the DB, right, when you update the DB, you can actually without losing any customization. Okay, so this is something for you all to take note. So remember, there's always two teams. One is the parent team and the other one is the child team itself.
Teck Seng.
Hi,
Yeah,
Nicholas.
sorry. I like for our exercise, right? We
Hmm.
install the parent team, then we'll install another child team, right? So if you install these two teams, so any modification will be only to the child team automatically. The parent team won't be affected, right?
Any one more time? Yes, correct. So when you install it, you need to make sure they activate the child team, not the parent team.
Or activate. Oh, okay.
Okay. I'll show it to you later. Using my demo link again. Okay.
Okay, sure, no problem. Thank you.
Any other questions regarding parent and child team? Can I? Okay. No more. Okay. Next. So how to install the theme and how to do some customization settings. Okay, this one I come back to this again. So the next one we talk about is the plugin. The next one we talk about is the plugin, which is your it's on page 64. Now for plugins, again, there are two different type of plugins as well. One is your free plugins and the other one is your premium plugin. Now for free plugin, basically, for free plugin and premium plugin is kind of different from themes itself because free plugin itself is part of a premium plugin. So usually when it comes to update, right, both free and premium plugins is actually quite frequent. Depends, of course, if the premium is not frequent, then the free version is also not going to be very frequent. Other than that, it's going to be quite frequent. In terms of free plugin, the good thing is actually it's free, but the bad thing is the disadvantages is because of its limited functions. Okay, the cost of the plugin usually range around $10 to $200. Okay, as for free plugin and premium plugin, for free plugin usually you can find it within your WordPress plugin directory, and for premium plugin it's usually in the third-party sites. Okay, for example, Team Forest. Team Forest is one of the third-party site that you can go ahead and buy the theme from. The plugin from. Okay, so what to check? I think it's quite usual. It's quite the same. Number one is your support. Number two is your rating. Number three, whether active installation is there and the compatibility of the plugin. So usually, right, for plugin, right, it's kind of most of the thing that we went through in the course you can install, it should be working fine. But sometimes when you try certain plugins, right, it actually disrupt the website itself. Then that's where you should deactivate the plugin and activate it again to try out. So tomorrow, the first thing tomorrow we are going to do is to do troubleshooting for websites. Okay, so I will teach you more about how to troubleshoot your website. Okay, now the next thing, talk about plugins already. So how to install your plugin? Just go to head to your plugin add new. This is to install via directory. So you search for the plugin. Okay. If you're installing by third party, you download from third party and then upload it back to your WordPress. Okay. Okay, so this is your theme and plugin. So again, the advantages of the free themes and plugin is because it's free. But the disadvantages of the free theme and plugin is because of the limited function for plugins and the lack of update for themes. Okay. Any question on plugins or theme? Hello. Yeah. I assume no question. Okay, thank you. I assume no question. Then I can move on. So we went into sites creations, how to create content and things like that. So we went through. This one I will put it together with when I start with the demo link later. But we also went through on cases. We also went through on what's that called, the planning itself. So the planning part, like I mentioned, right, there are four parts to the planning. One is your keywords, comparator, sitemap, and wireframe. So the other time we draw the wireframe, we managed to do everything on the site itself. So tomorrow, I think on the last day itself, you will get about an hour to do up your own landing page. Not do out your own landing page, but to touch out on the landing page that you did, and then to for submission as well. Okay, so that's about it for the recap. Okay, everyone. If there are no questions, what you need to do is just help me to log into your demo link over here. I'll give you around two minutes just to log into demo link. Okay, log into your demo link and we can get started.
Jesse, hello. Can you off the what? I cannot go in.
Off the what?
The share screen. Share screen.
Off the share screen.
Okay, thank you.
Then how you see my screen later?
Okay. Half.
Half. You press escape can already. Right?
Now I'm at the dashboard lah. Is it correct? Dashboard. Dashboard lah.
Correct.
Correct, dashboard. Then put there WordPress starter available. That one, correct?
Right. WordPress starter. Okay. So what you should see, right, is this one. So you don't use 18. The 18 is not your number. So you should use your own number. For me, I'm thinking it's 22.
I use 4.
Yeah.
But
so
just now I did not use. It's straight away I go in there.
Straight away you go in means what?
I just click the demo for web.
You lock out.
Never lock out, huh?
Yeah. So
that's it. Did not lock out, is it?
If you didn't lock out, then it will lock in directly.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so to log in, I just enter your name and the password is *demo 398 *. Okay, this is what you should see on your screen. Wrong password. 22. Okay. Okay, this is what you should see. So if you see this, can you just give a thumbs up so that I know I can move on? Thank you, Jian Xiong. Thank you, Julie. Only can. Oh, sorry.
Is it a chat?
Yeah. Sorry.
I can't see. Yeah.
Sorry about that. This is what you should see. Can see, right?
Yes, can see.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay, I move on already. Since everyone can see my page. Okay, so this is back to your back end. So yesterday, last Sunday, we actually created a landing page. So if you take a look at all pages, right? You go under the small room, you can click on view. This is actually a landing. That's what we created last Sunday. Everything is here. So today what we're going to do is we're going to touch on the landing page again. But this time around, we are going to create images. Okay, we are going to put in images. What are some of the images that we're going to put in? And how do we put in the images? What kind of size you should use? All this will be covered in the course later. And subsequently, right, once we are done with the images, we are going to go for to create the other pages like your home page, your about page, your services page, and your blog and contact itself. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with our images first. So there's actually this course notes, another course notes in your learning portal, right? Which is your web design size. I actually created a web design size guide. Okay, it's in your learning portal. You can just view through under the toolkit. Okay, maybe I open up so that you can see where is it. Okay, so under toolkit, so log in. Okay, again. Okay, if you have problem logging in, you can just look for the technical support. Okay, go under WordPress creation course. Okay, where you can find this is go under toolkit, go under DB team access, and you can see, you can see this thing called web design size guide over here. So open up the web design size guide. This is the PDF file. Okay, I will show you in the presentation so that you all can see on the full screen. I have a question, wait. Okay, thank you. So let's move on. So this is a web design size guide. Before I go on, right, I just want to let you all know that it's just a size guide, meaning that you can go for your own size of images, but the best thing is to get the size correctly. Now, the reason why we have this size guide is number one, right, we want to make sure that the image, right, is optimized in a size that is good enough for website, but it's not too big. It's good enough for website viewing, okay, for proper viewing and high quality enough, but it's not too big that it requires the page to load for too long. So what we did was we calculated based on the size of each of the screen resolution, and from there we came up with a standard size guide that we will be using for images. Okay, so before I go on, I need to understand more about resolution first. So for resolution, right, it's basically to tell you that resolution basically explains that the size of for example, in this laptop, the size of the laptop screen itself. Now, because it's resolution, right, meaning that if the size, if it's a laptop or if it's a desktop, right, most probably the size is still going to be, the resolution is still going to be the same, 1920 times 1080. Of course, if you go for like 4K monitor, then maybe you have like 5000 over resolution. That is because the monitor is very clear, okay? So it doesn't matter whether what size you go for, if it's a desktop or a laptop, okay, as long as the aspect ratio is there. So usually for website, right, we don't go too far resolution because it's not required, okay. In fact, this is the best resolution, most optimized resolution you should use. So 1920 is the width, and your height is 1080 pixel. So resolution is calculated in pixel as a unit. Okay, 1920 times 1080. Okay, next. So for aspect ratio, right? Earlier you saw this aspect ratio, right? So the aspect ratio that we use right now for most of the computer screen is 16:9. 16:9 is like a movie, right? So it's just like a uh, horizontal image. So if you want to go for different images, right, in website, right, there are actually four type of images that you can, four type of resolution that you can use. The first type is 16:9, of course we mentioned. The second type is 1:1, and the third type is 3:4, then 4:3. So usually these are the resolution that you should use for images. Okay. uh how do you calculate that? Usually the first, okay, so the first item is actually, the first number is actually your width, and the second number is actually your height. So usually, so you will, how do you do the calculation is by calculating what is the to find out the height. For example, right, you use like the 510 divided by 3, which is your width, times 4, so you get 680. So you know that 3:4, this is 510 times 680 pixel. Pixel. Okay, so how do I get this 510? I'll go through that later, but you need to know that these are the resolution you should work with for web design. Again, 16:4, 1:1, 3:4, 4:3. Other than that, try not to go for different resolution as much as possible. Okay, so how do I get the 510? Before I go into the next part, right? I just also for images, right? You also need to take note of this thing called save area. So just make sure put things in simpler form, right? Just make sure that the content is usually in the center, lah. Okay, it's usually in the center. What happens is that because if you go to go for background, right? Usually the page, when you go for desktop to laptop, for example, right, the page will shrink. So when the page shrink, it will cut off certain part of the background. So if you take a look at the orange color, is the mobile save. So usually, as much as possible, just put your focus in the center of the image. Okay, if you cannot find images that have the focus on the center, right, then don't use that as a background. Okay, so if you want to use background, it's something that you want to think of. Now the width times the home page. So for home page, right, the other time we mentioned about this thing called above the fold, right? The other time I mentioned something called above the fold. So this is what you see above the fold, right? The whole thing here. This is actually above the fold. Okay. So for us, right, for at our side, right, usually we don't recommend client or student to go for above the fold, right, to have the whole images, although it looks nice when the full screen is there. But usually we will just advise that you leave some empty space at the bottom, so that your user will know that there's something below, so they will scroll down. So what we do is we calculated based on the best sizings. So we have a 1920, which is the full width, as I explained to you, right? And the best sizing we have was 552. Of course, you want it bigger, like 640, 700 is still okay. So you'll go down all the way down. 640 and then 700 will go all the way down. Okay. As I said, the size is 1080, right? But we need to take into consideration of this header as well. So the best, so far the most optimized one is 552 pixel. You don't really have to remember this, but just to understand the concept behind it. Okay, so the next thing you want to look for is actually your the next thing that you should look for is actually this other page header. For other page header, you want to have more space below. So usually we will leave it as 418. Again, you want to use this it's just as a guideline. So if you want it to be bigger or smaller, it's still up to you. It's still okay. So the idea, the logic behind it, or the concept behind it, is that you leave more space for other page below, and for home page, you leave some space below. Okay, so that is nicer. Okay. Now, as for the other pages, right? like that one. Okay, so as for the other pages, right? So usually we have so when you work on the landing page, you know there are different columns, right? So this is actually 2 columns. So 2 columns wise, we calculated the amount to be 510. So I mentioned to you right earlier, we talked about 510. How do I get this 510? So how do we get the 510 is that we get the content area, which is a recommended size, content area 1080 on the width. And then you minus away section here, you minus away the padding here, and minus away the padding here, you get around 510 on the width. So the logic is here, but just need to remember the number 510. So basically there are 3 numbers that you remember, like 1920, which is your width, 1080, which is your height, and then 510, which is your width. Okay. Okay, so these are 3 numbers that you should remember lah. Okay. Now there are also other. So this is 2 columns. So like for example, how do you calculate the height, right? So I always tell you the width only, but how do you calculate the height? So if you calculate the height, right? The height, for example, if it's 1 you use 510 divided by 1 times 1. So if you want use 3 4 or 4 3, you just calculate it. You just calculate it accordingly. Okay. Now for 3 column is 320, and for 4 column is 255. Okay, so but the thing is we usually don't take we usually won't care or remember too much of 320 and 255. The reason is because, right, let's say for example, if right now today you decided that you just want a small box like that, right, and you want to put it as 255. So the next time when you update your website, you realize that, hey, I don't have another feature already, so I only left with 3. So you want to expand the image, right? Okay, you can't really do that anymore because this image itself, the resolution will be very bad already. So what we do is we keep it as 510, right? So what we do is we usually keep it as 510, and then we usually keep it as 510, right? And then we won't and then we put into the site, the DB builder itself. The DB builder will then reduce the size according to your column. So it still keep the resolution there as 510. So you may be thinking, right, why I cannot just use 2000 pixel and just put it in? Again, the size is very important, the file size itself. So we mentioned about for example, we mentioned about the 510 pixel, right? 510 times 510 pixel images, right, usually is only around 60 over KB or lesser, sometimes only 10 or 20 KB. But if you have like a very big image, for example, if you have a 2300 pixel image, this is around 1 MB or maybe sometimes 3 MB. Let's say 3 MB, right? So 3 MB is 3000 KB, but this one only 60 KB, so you save a lot on the storage itself. The better your image size is optimized, right, the faster your website goes as well. Okay, because the website only need to load a very small amount of images. Okay, then if not, then any questions so far? Any questions? Hello.
I think the file is not there. I cannot find the file in the
The file is not there, meaning what?
This
file. It's in the learning portal. Yeah.
I don't see it.
Okay, yeah.
Toolkit.
So learning portal, right? You go under DV,
Yeah.
Toolkit, DV team access.
Okay. Okay, Ken, thanks.
Okay, any other question? Any other question? A minute, I can't see you anymore. If no question, can you just give me a thumbs up so that I know I can move on? Thank you, Jin Xiong. Kelvin. Okay. Okay, good. So I can move on. Now, if I go back to my image size guide, of course, on the image size guide, you probably will see more things. So, so for e-commerce to keep size to the same, usually we'll use 510 times 510. Then you will have different grids of image. Okay, this one for e-commerce. Okay, I'll go through this part. So for images size, it's quite easy. Just remember the three numbers 1920, 1080, then 510. If not, then forget, come back to this file. It will help you. Okay, so for images wise, right, usually we will find images in a few in image libraries. So there are a few image libraries that you can look for. The first image library, maybe I can introduce you from the most expensive one to the cheapest one. So one of the most expensive one is called iStockphoto.com. Okay, so for iStockphoto.com, right, the good part of this iStockphoto, it just be open. So if you think that, so sometimes it's not just because it's free, then you want to use, or because it's chargeable, then you don't want to use and things like that. But for example, iStock photo here, right, you can see that there are some different photos. So the good thing about iStock photo is they have a lot of Asian photos. So like for example, you go for Asian doctors, they have a lot of Asian photos. So most of you will like to have their photos as Asians, as they have more Asian photo. But the thing is that they are actually more expensive. The most expensive one, from what I introduced you. So right now, can you see the image is about $45 USD per image. Now another one you can go for is deposit photo. Okay, I think I just copy this into the. Okay, maybe I just copy this into this course notes later. Okay, you know what? Then later I can share with you all. You can just take a look.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I was told when we build a website, it's best not to use stock photo because stock photos, if everybody use, it will be the same. So the webmaster usually will advise we don't use stock photo. Is it true? And for Google Crawl, they say if you use stock photos, you'll find that your website is not original because you are using so many stock photos which you might find at other websites.
I never heard of using stock photo will affect your ranking. That's number one. As for number two, of course, as much as possible, you want to use your own photo, but most of the time, because we are not photographers, and some of our photos are not very nice in terms of resolution as well.
But for example, let's say for example the earlier example you say about classrooms, right? Small, medium, and large.
Right.
Probably the photo you can take is your own in-house classroom. That would be good, right?
As much as possible, you want to use your own photo, it's okay. But if you want to use a stock photo, it's not an issue. It's not an issue because I never heard that stock photo will affect ranking.
Yeah, but because when I request for stock photos, I thought that it's nice because I went to see it's nice. So the webmaster says that it's not good to use stock photo because if you use, you will definitely affect your SEO ranking because yeah, it's true when I go to other website of the you are doing the same industry, you'll find similar stock photo there as well that you wanted to purchase one. You get what I mean?
I get what you mean. I'm not too sure, Kelvin, because as far as I know, right, as far as whatever I know, right, using stock photo should not affect your ranking at all.
Oh,
Yeah, it should not affect.
should not affect.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
what is Okay.
The only reason why you don't want to use stock photo is because certain times photos is to describe your own service, then you use your own photos. So for example, I have one client, right? They are onto cranes. Cranes. They're
Prince.
supposed to use stock photos. Then they say cannot because their cranes, right, have color coding one.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
this kind
it's
of
not
photo,
so original. And then you see we are in ASEAN, right? Sometimes they use the stock photo is from American side, US side one, which not relevant for our actually website. They wanted to use if let's say we want to use stock photo, the photos are not the ASEAN type photograph. Is from the Angmo type one. So it's very difficult to put on our website to tell people, look, this is what we're offering the service, and the photo behind is actually
Asian photos, right?
yeah, correct. Not Asian
Right.
background. I see.
That's why I say this iStock, right, has more Asian photos, which some of you are more
I
interested.
see.
Yeah. But
Do you have any website which local one where we can, like say for
local
example, stock photo where you have it's done by the ASEAN one where when we go in, it's actually all the
don't have.
more ASEAN type one. No.
But more Asian type is this kind of it's not iStock.
Oh, okay.
But more expensive. But I
More
can
expensive.
share with you some. So usually we have a range of libraries that you can go for. Then you can look for it. Then to see whether you have.
But does the images actually affect our ranking or not? Huh? Because
No.
I see some website that actually no images at all, but they can do very well.
No. Images
Huh?
won't affect your
It
ranking.
won't affect, right?
Yes.
Only the slides, right? Maybe probably the slide, is it? Or the content, more content, is it?
Images will not affect your ranking. Okay, the choice of images will not affect your ranking.
So you're saying the images is just make your website look better, lah? Huh?
Yeah, correct. You see, the choice of images will not affect your ranking, but it will affect your trust that you give to your user. So for example, if you have a very low resolution photo, then and you put it out as your website photo, your user might not want to use your website more. You get what I mean?
But is it true that the footer and the header, the more you put in, it will affect your ranking? You know what I mean? I mean the wider the footer, the wider the header, it will affect your ranking because when Google crawl, they will definitely crawl these two first rather than the main content of the image or of the
not
homepage.
that I know of, Calvin.
Not true.
Not true. Yeah, not true. Google are looking for more quality sites. So if your website can prove quality, then yes, then he will call you better.
Okay.
Yeah. So all these are not true. So I have a message from Julie, right? She said that if I may chip in, I quote, stock photos do not affect Google ranking, but if it's your own service, use your own photo to showcase your products will be more convincing to your user. Yeah, correct. That's what I mentioned. It will not affect a ranking, but sometimes you cannot use stock photos. Like for example, my client, right, doing crane, then they have their own branding on the crane itself. Then you cannot use stock photos. But of course, if you want to use your own photo, make sure it's nicely presented, right? Because very low resolution photo actually give a user very bad impression of the whole websites. Then that is the time whereby they will bounce out from the website. Okay, Kelvin. Hope I can clarify this with you. Kelvin. Yeah, thank you, Kelvin. I'll move on. Now, of course, this is quite expensive to talk about it. $45 per photo, and it's USD, right? So another photos stock library I will propose to you is called Deposit Photos. So Deposit Photos actually has a lower cost, and they also have quite a lot of Asian photos as well. Asian doctors, I say. But their photos are very not as good as iStock, I would say. See, even the Asian, right, they still give you all the Amor photo also. Not as good as iStock. So for certain image you want to use like iStock, certain image you want to use deposit photo. But if you want to go for like but the cost of deposit photo is at let me see, $1 per download. So they go by 1 credit, right? So that each credit is around 30 credit for $29, if I'm not wrong. Okay, 30 credit for $29. So it's about $1 per credit, $1 per image. So deposit photos. Okay. Another one that you can look for is called Unsplash. Okay, Unsplash is actually free. Unsplash.com. Unsplash is actually free. Okay, so Unsplash, if you take a look, right, they have they don't really have Asian photos. They have, but might not be suitable for you. So the library is smaller. Okay, but they have very good other images, very good other type of images. Like for example, if you go like Singapore, then you can have all the different type here. So they have quite a lot of very general image and very nice general image. So if you're looking for general image, you should use Unsplash. Okay, it's free, and there's a high resolution download as well. Okay, it's free and it's high resolution download. Okay, so you can if you're looking for a more general image, go for Unsplash. Now I just want to maybe put this on your screen, then you can just take a look or maybe do a screenshot or whatever. Uh, these are some of the free stock libraries. Other than Unsplash, these are some of the free stock library. Okay, okay, you can just copy this or take a screenshot or whatever. Okay, I'll give you like maybe a minute for that. Okay, sorry. Yeah, okay, just give you a thumbs up. Okay, should be quite fast, huh? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, now the next activity you're gonna do is to take maybe like in the next maybe 5 to 10 minutes, right? What we're gonna do is maybe 7 minutes for y'all to draw out the image or to download images. So we're gonna upload images for 4 portions. One is the header over here. One is your 3 different image here. Okay. So you can go and find for your image. Now, I just want to explain to you a bit on the images selection. So it's that because this is going to be this part, right, is going to be a landscape image, right? Okay, you try not to choose an image that is portrait. Okay, try not to choose images that is portrait because if it's portrait, right, you can only select certain portion of the image itself, which end up not going to be very nice. So if you want to look for a landscape image, right, you should if you want to put in a landscape image, you should look for a landscape image itself, not a portrait image. Furthermore, right, if I pull this out for this kind of pages, for this kind of image, right, you want to choose images. For this kind of images, it's more open, so you can choose like one is to one image because it's gonna be 1:1, right? So if it's 1:1, you can choose like a horizontal. If you can choose like a landscape or portrait image, it's still fine. Okay, so the first one needs to be a landscape image. Okay, now if you go back to here, if you go back to this Unsplash, how you're gonna download image is don't try not to right click and do not right click and save image as because you're just saving this size. So what you need to do is click into the image. You click into the image and the image opens up, right? On the right hand side, there is a download free. Okay, click on the arrow. You should be able to get a size. You can get just the medium size is good enough. 1080, 1920 x 1080 is good enough. So you click on it, it will download for you. So I will have some student won't be able to download, right? If you are not able to download, maybe you can just let me know. You can just let me know that I can actually come. You can actually share screen with you because there should be a pop-up blocker on the right hand side. Sorry. What happened? Sometimes you have a pop-up blocker on the right hand side. So from there you want to you won't be able to download. Then I can teach you how to remove that pop-up blocker. Okay, if not, right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take like 7 minutes of your time. I'm going to download the 4 images. If you have any question, you can just raise your hand or let me know. I'll attend to you. Okay.
Fixing. We just download the medium image we do, right? Because the
Yeah,
resolution.
correct. It's
Okay.
good enough.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Using the which one? Anyone can,
Unsplash or free ma.
Unflash,
Ah.
Okay.
Hey, Melinda, you don't really have to. You can just download the medium size first, and we will do the resizing later. I saw your question on chat. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just take the next 1 minute. I'll download at my end. So for those who want to join me, to download, you can just take a look. So I can actually look for images that is more related to what we're going to use. So for example, we want to put in a Singapore landscape on the top. We can use Singapore. So most of the time I won't choose images like this because I know it's going to so for the rest you can just take a look. I know the image is going to be it's going to be 16:9. It's going to be like that only. So usually I won't choose images like this. I will choose images for like maybe this type, but I can get the 16:9. So I'll probably get images like that. So 16:9 is still going to be quite nice. Okay, I won't choose images like this as well. I won't choose images like this as well because it's not going to be very nice. Like I said, the landscape image, right? So you want to choose images like that. So this one, 16:9 only come out to be like that only, or in the center of it, right? Also not very nice as well. So I won't choose images like that. I'll choose images which is like, I can get the 16:9. Okay, so without further ado, just going to download one image. How do I download? Like, click on the image, and there's a download free button. Click on the arrow on the side, click on the medium side. So it'll download one image for me. Everyone managed to download images, right? I assume everyone managed. So the second image I'm going to download is a square image. I know it's going to be 1:1. So let's say I want to put like free Wi-Fi. I want to include image for free Wi-Fi. Then I look for Wi-Fi. Now I know that this one, I know images like that can be cropped 1:1. So this is nice. So I click on it, and then I click on download free. I can click on the medium size, or even the small size is good enough. Okay, 510 times 510, right? So it's 640 times 853 is still good. Okay, the next one I want to put like maybe free projector use. So I think all these images are very nice. And use this image also. Very nice. So download. Okay. Can use the size. So the next one I remember to say pantry, free pantry use. So I'll download something that is in the center. Okay. I can say I want a pantry use, maybe this image. Download free. Okay. Now I got all the image downloaded already. I need to then bring this image to upload to my WordPress. Okay, so before I move on, can I just have a thumbs up that everyone has downloaded total 4 images? Thumbs up to be if you download 4 images. Thank you, Chen Xiang, Melinda. Thank you, Kelvin, Julie, Ricky, Nicholas, and Xiaoyun. Okay, Nicholas and Xiaoyun, are you okay? Nicholas and Xiaoyun. Okay. Sorry, okay, thank you. Sorry, I didn't see the chat. Okay, Nicholas, sorry. I also see your chat. Sorry about that. Okay, so once I'm done, I'm just gonna move everything up. So let's go back to my back end. Okay, so what I do is I'm actually at the back end dashboard, which is this part.
Back end.
Yeah, it's a bit lag. So later break, I'm gonna restart my computer. Sometimes when you use Zoom meeting, it's a bit slow. The computer will be slower. Okay, so I go back to my back end over here. Now what I need to do is on the left hand side, there's a media button. Click on the media button. Click on it. Just click on it. Okay. Once you click on it, right, on the top, there is a add new button. On the top, there's an add new button. Okay. This button. On the top, there's an add new button. Click on the add new button. Now there's a select file button. Click on the select file and select all the images that you have downloaded. So usually it's in your download format, download folder. Sorry. The projector is 1. Okay. So total 4 images. So once I'm ready, just click open or upload. Linda, you have a question for me, right? My Wi-Fi something wrong, still loading.
Then my Wi-Fi something wrong. I'll just
Okay.
see what you all do first.
And what we can do is we upload already. Then maybe we can go for a 15-minute break first, then come back, then we start with the topic so that everyone. I also need to restart my comm a bit, very slow.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem, no problem. Anyway, it's break time also.
Okay.
Okay, so once you have once you have uploaded the image, you should see all the image uploaded. This is what your screen should look like. If this is what your screen looks like, similar to what I have, can you just give me a thumbs up? Thank you, Chen Xiong. Thank you, Xiaoyun. Thank you, Tingyan. Thank you, Ricky. Nicholas, thank you.
Oh, sorry, Texting.
Ah.
Now I'm back there already. So I click media, then media library, add new, right?
Correct. Click media first on the top right hand. On the top, you can see.
Right hand side media.
Yes.
Then media library, add new, correct?
Yes, correct.
Then where do I go?
Then
After that, where do I go?
can you see a download? Can you see a select file?
Select file. No.
Add new. Have you clicked add new?
I click already.
What do you see?
Download files to upload or select file. Okay. So I select from here.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem. Okay. So let's go for. I think everyone has it uploaded already. So let's go for a 20 minutes break. We back around. Now it's 15, right? So we back around 35. All right. I will go offline for a while and then I'll come back again. Let me just restart my computer first. It's a bit slow now. Okay, I'll see you later. Thank you.
Hmm?
Sorry, can
Jason, my show different, different from your screen.
you show
Okay,
different screen?
Huh?
But you can actually get the file uploaded.
Yeah, you have the picture and then the wording beside it.
Oh, okay. Don't worry. Then there's another screen later. It's okay.
On top they put that, are you using a multi-file loader problem? Multi-uploader. Maximum upload
Yeah,
size
it's
128.
okay. It's
Yeah.
okay. There's another screen for this actually. Yeah, go offline for a while. See you later. See you all back later.
我不是讲给你看咯。那同辈是哪以前要讲小来？讲作业也是可以，他开个作业他都不要。对呀。叫他回去哦，回去打电话回去叫他回去。就农业结束吃饭，就挂领导局给他们。有，我讲有一点，有一点点。他有个卖家的，不敢。有啊，这里在那，没人卖讲。
家里有人吗？哎，那个白问我， Huh? Well, before school start, now all the preschool teacher will go for screening. Yeah, preschool start. 我们那种小 preschool 的 all must go for home free at 43 approved center, you can go. Okay? 那我们这种怎么办呢？self-employed 不用啊。
你说要去可以吗？对的。
但是他们是说我把
他会去那。
priority
给他去，给他去。那个他住你他先拿。
不是3000呐，是3000吗？啊是。3000我们就要隔离了，隔离的人也是有的拿的。43 approved center 啊，这边在哪里啊？CC 啊。
这新一来好像放给这人税金。
好神。
Okay, everyone. We will start in a minute time. So if you are back, can you just give me a thumbs up? Thank you, Vicky, Diane, Xiaoyun, Jian Xiang, Kelvin, Melinda, two more, Nicholas and Xiaoyun. Okay, everybody's back. Good. Thank you so much. So I understand. So earlier, who say that you do not see the image? Who was the one again? Was it
Yeah,
Kelvin, right? Kelvin, right?
I saw. Yeah, I think it's the same. Right.
Okay. So let's standardize all your screen. So don't mind everyone. Can we just click on the media button again? Just click on the media button. So you will see this. It will standardize all our screen. So it will look the same. Okay? Can? Okay. We're going to move on to the next part, which is to do the editing of the image first. So usually for web design, right, you can edit your image with different softwares. Of course, one of the softwares that you can edit is Photoshop. The other one, if you want a free editing, will be under Canva. Okay, Canva is actually a free editing, but it's not free though. I mean, as in you probably, oh sorry, I know you can't see my screen right now. Sorry. Let me just share screen. Sorry about that. Now, back to this screen. So if you take a look, you can see that if you take a look, you will be able to see that this is actually Canva. Let me just log out from here first. Y'all don't need to go to this page. Just want to show you. For Canva, right, you can actually do editing of images on the software itself. It's more or less like Photoshop, but it's more it's easier to use. Number one. Number two is actually cheaper if you buy their version. But for the free part, you can do most of the thing already. Okay. for the free license. Okay, you can consider this. But if you want to make things easier for yourself, right, usually we use Photoshop if you know how to do it. But if you already have the image already, there's no need to do too much editing except to crop and resize, right? You can actually use the WordPress built-in crop and resize feature. Okay, so you don't so with this, right, you don't really have to put it in Photoshop or use it in under Canva to use. Okay. So what we did earlier, right, the action that we did earlier was to actually upload the photos into WordPress. So over here. So now we're going to do some resizing first. Okay. So first of all, you can just take a look at my screen. I will then do again later so that you all can follow up with me. So just take a look at my screen first. Now I'll click on the image that I want to edit. This is the first image I'm going to use for my main header. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, if I click on this, there's an edit button over here. So first thing first, I click on the image. There's an edit button. There's an edit button over here. And before we go into this edit button, right, just take a look at the size over here. If you take a look at the image size now, you can see that. Okay, if you take a look at the image size now, you can see that the image size right now is around 249 KB. Okay, we want to compare to what we will achieve after we crop and resize it accordingly. 249 at a 1920128 pixel. So first step, we click on this edit button. So click on the edit button. Okay, first thing first, we want to follow the guideline. The guideline says that the height has to be the guideline says that the height is 552. So this is the height, right? So the guideline says that it's going to be 552. Okay, so as you can see, right, I have a dimension right now of 1920 times 1280. This is your width and this is your height. So what I need to do is I need to select the rest. I need to select an area. Okay, I need to select an area so that this area is actually 552. Okay, this area is actually 552. Okay, so I can get my 1920 times 552. I know my width right now is 1920. Okay, so how do I select this area? What I can do is I can just click on my mouse. Let me just activate my visual so that you can see my mouse click. Okay, so if I hold my mouse, take a look at, if I click and hold my mouse, I can select the area. So whatever I select, right, from left to right, I know it's going to be 1920. So the height itself, I need to select 552. Okay, so if you take a look at this part, right, you can see that there's actually a selection right now. So this will tell me how much I have selected. So it's either I can pull this so that it have 552, or I can just under selection, right, enter 552. Okay, so once I enter 552, I know this is going to be, this part is already 552. So I just need to click on it and adjust whatever space I want. Okay, and click on crop. Okay, so once I click on crop already, right, you can see that my current height right now, right, once I do a crop already, I can see that under the selection is 192.0.552, right? If I click on save, I crop already, I save, right? Now take a look at my height, and my height right now is 192.0.552, and my current file size is 161, meaning that you can actually cut down by half, by half, just to do the just by optimizing the image to this size. Okay, so this is the result that I want to achieve. Okay, now let's do this together. So we head down to your backend, head down to your image. Let's do this together. I'm just going to do a restore first. Okay, I know some of you are not using dual screen, so I'm just going to speak my instruction, say out my instruction. So just follow my instruction. Okay, it's going to be quite slow in place for this. Now select the first thing, everyone see the image, right? Select the image that you want to edit. On the bottom part of the page, you will see edit image. Click on edit image. Now I need to make sure that on my right hand side, right, my dimension shows that is 1920 on the width. If it's height, if it's the height is different, it's okay.
If my width is different, it's 2000.
Sorry, I cannot hear you.
If mine is 2000,
Oh,
Xing.
okay. If yours is 2000, right, then you need to crop. You need to scale it to 1920 first.
Okay.
Okay,
Can.
so I just got to do one example. Good question. You are Melinda, is it? Or Ting Yan?
Yen,
Ting Yan,
yeah.
sorry. Let me see your screen. Okay, so I'm just gonna do one example. If it's too big, if it's not according to my size that I want, right? So I'm just gonna let's go add a bigger size image. It's also 1920. Yeah, because that's why earlier I download 192. Okay, so for example, this is 6000 image. It's here actually. Okay, you see that this is 2560, right? So what I do is click on edit image. The first step I will do is to resize it to 1920 first. So when I do resize, right, I just need to just type in 1920. So whatever number on the right hand side, it will scale itself. Don't need to put, just put scale. Then I know that this image is going to be 1920. But for Ting Yan, right, before you do anything, right, cross the image first, close this image first, then open again. Okay, Ting Yan, because if you don't close, WordPress will not refresh the image.
Okay. Close and open again.
Correct.
Okay.
So for those who already have this edit image, your width should be 1920. Okay, 1920. Once you got the 1920 width, on the left hand side, right, your selection, just select the area you want. Okay, your width must touches from one side to another side. when you select, right, take a good look at your selection, which is on the right hand side. You will see a selection. Now it's already, if you have selected 1920 and the amount is not 552, right? What you do is just choose 552. Okay. Okay. So once you choose 552, what you need to do is just select. You can actually move around on the left hand side. The selected area, just move around. Okay. Now once you are done, just click on crop on the top left hand corner. And click on save. Okay, so now you should be able to get 1920 times 552. So as usual, if you manage to get it, then just give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Deng Yan. Thank you, Jin Xiong, Ricky. Thank you. Okay, very good. Most of you get it already. Now what I need to do is, so this is settled already. So what we need to do next is to select the next image, cross this away, select the second image. You can just take a look at my screen first. Okay. Now, for this image, right, I know I'm gonna do a 1:1. So I'm gonna select around this area, right? So same thing. What I need to do is just click on edit image. Okay. But this time around, right, the dimension, right, because if you do the same way, right, as the earlier, if you do the same way for the cropping, right, you realize that you can't get 1:1 and very hard to get 1:1. So what we do is we can then, under the aspect ratio here, right, here, we want to select one, we want to key in 1:1. So you just key 1, then 1. So when you do 1, 1, right, I'm just going to move this up a bit. So when you do 1, 1, right, the system on the left hand side will automatically adjust the 1, 1 for you. So you can, technically you cannot do other size already. It's still, no matter what you resize, it's going to be 1:1. So let's say I'm going to select this area. You see my selection is 994 times 994. Another thing that you need to take note is 994 times 994. You need to take note that it has to be what do you call it? More than 510. Okay, because if it's smaller than 510, later you want to increase the size, it's not going to look very nice. Okay, so more than 510, so you have 994 here. So same thing, click on crop and click on save. That's it. You get 1:1, and the size you get is around 993 now. 993 times 993. You save already, then the next thing is to resize it. Okay. So now we have a 993 times 993, right? The next thing we want to do is to resize it. So some of you will be asking me, why don't straight away resize, right? Okay, the thing about WordPress is it don't refreshes itself. So you need to come out already, then go in again to resize it. Okay, so now 1:1, go back, edit image. This time around, just to do the resize, the dimension just change to 510. Then automatically the height will also change to 510. You scale it, and we are back here. Cross it. You see right now it should get you a 510 times 510 here. Okay. Now for 510 times 510, you get a size of 64 KB. So let's give it a try together. And let me just restore my image. We give it a try together, and we check out how much space you save actually. Okay. Now just go back to your screen. Again, I'm going to repeat my steps slowly. then you can follow my steps. Later you can use it on your own. Okay, first thing first, select one image. Click on edit image. Okay, under aspect ratio, choose 1:1. Once you choose 1:1, select the area that you want. Your selection area will only be 1:1. Okay, once you are done, just click on crop. Okay. Now, once you finish the crop already, you will see that the selection right now is 8, 7, whatever number, but it's 1:1. Save, click on save button. Wait, I got some chat. I got 523. 347. 523, Kelvin 523, okay. As long as it's more than 510. Okay, now click on edit image again. This time around, we're going to scale it to 510. So just put 510. On the right hand side, it will also give you 510. Click on scale. And you should get the photo right already. So it's now 510 times 510. You can close it and open it up again just to take a look. It's 510 times 510. Okay, give it a try. If you are okay, just give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Chen Xiong. Julie, Kelvin. Oh, you're very fast actually. Not bad. Ricky, Sharin. Okay, thank you. Most of you get it.
Listen, are all these steps in the WordPress? Are all these steps how to crop, how to change?
Usually crop is the notes itself, it didn't really mention the crop itself, but in the notes it mentioned the size that you should crop.
No, I mean the step to save. Then after you save, then you can do the resizing all the thing. Is the steps are there,
The steps,
right?
what? Sorry?
Just now you say you must save first, right? Then after you save, then after that you need to go and change the next step to 510. All these are the steps are on the WordPress.
Okay, don't mind if I will update the, it's not in the WordPress, but let me update the slide with that, right? And then maybe we share with you on Monday again. You can go and download the new slides. Is that okay for you?
Okay, okay.
Sorry about that. Let me just take note. What's this? Okay, so now since everyone okay on how to do it, right? Can I just give y'all like maybe 5 minutes to resize the next image, one of the next image, and then I will do one time on my screen. Then you just take a look, see whether can or not. Okay, so I give y'all 5 minutes, 7 minutes. Okay, maybe 7 minutes is a better time.
Do we do 1:1?
Sorry?
Do 1
No.
to 1.
You try out on your own. Then I will do it one time on my screen later once the minute runs off.
Okay.
If you want, you can do both. 7 minutes, you can do the 2 other image on your own. Okay. If you need help, just let me know. Give it a try first. It's always good. You give it a try, then you can see what error you will face.
No, let's try now, is it? Are we supposed to try now?
Yes, yes. Give it a try on your two other image. I will try. I will do it on my screen later because right now you're sometimes very difficult to refer to my.
Using what, 1-to-1 or the earlier one?
1:1. Oh, I know what Tian is asking. 1:1.
1:1, huh?
Yeah, correct. Tian,
Okay,
sorry. Tian, sorry. I thought you asked me whether is it
It's
1
okay.
to 1.
It's okay.
Sorry about that.
Sing ask you, once we select 1:1, we crop it, save it,
Hmm.
then we go to scale and the scale dimension should be 510, is it?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
After you scale it, you need to scale to 510.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. If you do not, just raise your hand, then I can, or thumbs up for me. I can.
After you scale to 510, cannot save already, huh? Still need to save?
After scale to 510, you
Then what?
don't need to save. Scale already, don't need to save already.
So you scale it and then you close it.
Ah. More minutes, then can wrap up, then we can try. Okay, wrap it up. We will try it on my screen. Then you can just take a look at my screen. We'll do it together. Wrap it up. We'll do it together. Okay. What I'm gonna do is just go back to my media library. Select the second image for the bottom row. Click on edit image. So right now, just want to take note. If you don't resize, it's gonna be 556 KB, which is quite a lot. Edit image, and first thing first, I need to set my aspect ratio to 1:1, and select the area that I want, which is this area probably. I can centralize it if you want to. Okay. So once I'm done, just click on crop. I'll get 1:1. Okay. Then what I do is I can just click on save. For cropping, then you need to save. Okay, once I save ready, I need to click on edit image again. And for my new dimension, it's going to be 510 times 510. Okay. Sorry, I just need to enter one side of 510. So 510 already, I click on scale, I get this image done. Here. Which is currently, if I take a look, my size, instead of 500 over 600 over KB right now, it's only 38 KB, which I saved a lot of fold of the folds. So same thing, the next one, last one, I need to do edit image. Same thing, aspect ratio 1:1, and select the area that I want. And what I need to do is click on crop. Okay, sometimes you can just, once you're done, just click on save. Edit image again. Now we just need to scale this now, which is 510 times 510. Okay, this one 510 times 510. Then once you're done, just click on scale. When we are scale, click on cross, open up again. I should be able to see as what 31 KB. So just check my image again, 510, 510, 510, 510. 10510. Then the last one should be 1920552. Just nice. Okay. Now just have a show of hands if you have everything correct now so far. Thank you, Kelvin. Very good. Wow, Jian thank you. Vicky, thank you. Sharon, thank you. Nicholas, thank you. Melinda, thank you. Daniel, you okay? Julie, thank you. Daniel, okay. Let me move on. Now, let's move on. Once we get the image ready, we move on to the page. Now, just go under pages, click on all pages. Again, pages, click on all pages. Under all pages, under small room, mouse over to small room, click on edit. Mouse over to small room, click on edit. Okay, now we are here. Cross this away, click on edit with the DV builder.
Sorry, Teck-Seng, I'm a bit lost. Just now I was out of this page. Where do I go after the media library?
Pages, all pages.
Pages, all pages.
All right.
Okay, then small room, is it?
Pages, all pages, then yes, small room, then edit.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. Okay. Then
Okay.
Melinda, there's an edit with DV.
Edit with DV. Wait, no, I'm at this small room, the picture. So where do I go after that?
Small room, the page, right? There's an edit with DV button.
Yeah, correct.
Click on that.
Sorry, because my internet something wrong today.
Don't worry.
Okay, thanks, I'm there already.
Don't worry, we are quite on time now. Don't worry. Okay, so everyone is here already. Now just take a look at my screen, I just want to show you some of the common errors that you will probably make. Okay. Now in the page itself, right? There are two things that you should take note. This is a section, right? And this is the module. So the section, right, and the module, the relationship between the section and the module is that the section, right, is actually below. So you have a, for example, you have a section, right? Then on top of it, right, is actually your module. So on top, so section below, then on top is module. So now if you are changing, so if you're uploading the image, right, if you try to upload the image in the module, sorry, in the section settings, under section settings, you go under background. If you try to upload the image here, background image, I try to upload the image here, I probably won't see anything change, right? I won't see anything changes. The reason is because the module is actually on top of the section. So this green color you see, right, is actually the module's background. So technically it covers the section background now, okay, because it's on top. So what you should do is not this way. You should go under your module settings instead, which is the gray. So just to recap, section module is actually gray in color. Click on the gray color settings. Now there are a few places you choose, because if you choose full width slider, right, there are a few places you can put. If you put in the background using the full width slider here, right, you won't be able to see the image change as well. Okay, you will be able to see the image change, right? But let's say if you try to switch to the next slider, it will still be the same image, because this background supposed to be inside the slider slides itself. Okay, so what you should do is you should click on the slider slide settings and upload the background into the slider slide settings. Okay, so when you, let's say you switch to the next slide, you realize that it's not the same background. Okay, now to upload the background, right, you should click on the background and select the third option. So you have number 1 option, which is solid colors, number 2 option, which is gradient, number 3 option, which is background image, number 4 option is your video. So you should select the third one. Okay, so when you select the third one, you can put in your image accordingly, you can put in your background accordingly. Okay, so far so good. If not, then let's give it a try on your screen. I'll repeat the steps. Okay, now all you need to do is mouse over to your module, the slider module, click on the settings. Select the first module. Not module, but select the first slides settings. Click on it. If you scroll down, you can see background. Click on background. There will be 4 tabs on top of background. Click on the third tab. There's a plus sign. Click on the plus sign, add background image. Select the image that you want to put in. Click on upload an image.
Sorry, this one, where should we go? Pages.
Okay. Which part? Which part?
I was attending to some, my internet is down. So we go to pages.
Pages. All pages.
Edit.
The small page. Edit the small page, yeah?
The small page.
Correct. Can?
Okay, home. Edit with DV, right? I should put.
Correct. I did with DB.
Okay, never mind. I try to catch up. You follow.
But you don't worry. Tayan, I can do one more time and show you.
Okay,
Are you
can.
at the small page?
Okay. How come mine is built from scratch again?
Small page, right? You don't go other pages because the page we built was on small page. Small rooms.
Okay, pages. Then small room. Okay,
Yes.
edit with DV.
Correct.
Okay, can. Thanks.
You're inside already, right, Tayan? I'll do one more time and show it
Yes.
to you. I'll show it to you.
Okay, can. Thank you.
Okay. You click
Sorry,
on the-
everyone.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Click on the module settings, the gray color one, module settings. Click on the first slider, settings. Okay, scroll down, you see a background, click on background. Click on the image. Click on add image background. Like that. That's it.
Background. Add background image. Add image. Okay. Upload an image.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. The rest,
Thanks.
no problem. The rest, oh, okay. Oh, okay. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Melinda. Sorry, I need all to click so that I can know. Okay, thank you, Ricky. Kelvin, are you okay? Kelvin, Xiaoyun, Nicholas, Jian Xiong. Kelvin, thank you. Jian Xiong, thank you. Xiaoyun, thank you. Nicholas, okay, sorry. Nicholas, thank you. Now let's move on. Very good. So y'all take this. Okay, so you take. So just to check, right? So you take all the way out until you are back here. Just to check, right now you should see the image and you can see that when you click on the left right arrow, it should change the background. Yeah, correct. Now the thing is, my background is too dark. Some of you background will be too bright. So you need to have an overlay on top of the image so that it looks better on for the image itself. So how do we create an overlay? Same thing, let's go back to the module settings first. Click on the module.
Sorry, Texing. Sorry, Belinda. When I click back, the picture is not there. It's still back to the green color patch.
The green
Yeah.
tick.
Picture is not there, no?
Huh?
Picture also not there.
Oh, then
Yeah.
you click the arrow, you see whether the arrow
Which arrow?
on the left
back.
right. On the left right, there's an arrow, right?
No, it's not there.
No, it's not there.
Do you click the green tick or not?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we check again. Now we go to full width slider settings. Correct. Are y'all at full width slider settings?
Wait.
Wait,
I have to go in again. No? Wait.
Yes. We do again.
Yeah, we check. We check.
I can't even get the full width slider.
Full width
setting.
slider setting, yes.
Okay, Kelvin, give me a minute. I go with Melinda first. Melinda, you mouse over to the gray color. Mouse over to your header. You can get a gray color settings.
Yeah, I cannot get any when I mouse over, the whole thing is just like minimum height, that kind, but I can see a purple color add new section, that's all.
One more
I
time.
don't know why I cannot
Purple
see.
color. You didn't see the banner, is it?
I cannot see the setting even for the section or the module.
Okay, what you do is you mouse over to it, right? You double click.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm at the okay full width slider setting.
Okay, very good.
I go back to add again. Is it redo?
No. We check together with Kelvin. The rest also
Okay.
the rest what you can do is also open up the settings together with me. So we can do the next step as well. Okay, so select the first slider settings.
Yeah.
Okay, scroll down. There's a background. Click on the background.
Okay.
Okay, can you see the background there? Can you
I
see
don't see any background.
No.
No image. Then you click on the third option.
Yeah.
No, nothing.
Nothing, right? Then you upload the image one more time.
Again. Okay. Then click on the green tick.
Don't click on the green tick. Kelvin, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Now the rest, let's do this together, and together with Kelvin and Melinda, do this together. We want to create overlay in front of the image, right? So what we do?
Wait. Do you have to click the save button?
Don't need.
But I click leh.
So, then you open up the settings again.
Okay.
Fixing, are we supposed to have the picture at the image side?
Picture at the what?
Image side, your third tab, are we supposed to be
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I got it already.
Okay. Melinda, okay. Melinda, okay.
Yes, okay, thank you.
Okay, now the rest of us, right? Everyone, right? Let's head to design tab over here.
Okay.
Okay. Click on the design.
Okay.
Okay. Let's select overlay. Overlay. Okay, once you select overlay, you can see that it says use background overlay. Click on it, it will say yes. Now you see when you click on it, the color becomes darker. Okay. Now you can adjust the opacity of the background by clicking on the color sign here. Take a look at my screen. Take a look at my screen. You click on the color sign, this color sign. Then you can choose the opacity here using this guide here. Okay, you can just push down or pull up to you. Okay. Can you all give it a try? Okay, just give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Jian Xiong. Thank you, Xiaoyun. Thank you, Julie, Teng Yan, Kelvin, Melinda, Nicholas, Ricky. Okay, very good. Everyone got it already. Okay, so this is how you add overlay. Once you're okay, click on the green tick. I should increase my window size a bit so that you can see. Okay, click on the green tick again. Then you have it one banner up already. Okay, now the next one will be simpler. The next one is just to upload image, but which is this. But just be very careful when you upload image. Maybe you can just take a look at my screen. Now some of you will upload the image at your row. Same thing, not correct. You need to upload an image on the module itself. So when you upload your image on the module, there are few things that common things that most of you will do. Number one, right? Most of you will click on add media here. And then you try to upload your image, right? Let me show you what happened. Okay, this is not correct. You see that the text on top, then the icon below. Okay, this is not correct. So if some of you will upload as background, like what we did earlier, but this is not a background, right? This is just, if you put as background, this is what you're gonna get, which is not correct as well. Okay, what you should do is you should put the image in your image and icon here. Click on it, click on the image, click on this, and upload image. Then this is what you get. This is the correct one. Okay. Now go back to your screen. We'll do this again. I will repeat my steps. You all just listen and do. Okay. To upload image, what you need to do is to select the first module settings. Click on image and icon. Click on the image, the current sample image, click on it. Select the image that you want. Click upload and the image. That's it. Then click on the green tick. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you, Melinda. Same thing. Okay, just give me a thumbs up. Julie, okay, okay. Okay. Now, same thing. I'm just going to give you like this one faster, 3 minutes to upload the next 2 image. Once you upload already, after 3 minutes, I'll do it together on my screen. Okay.
Next thing.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. If we don't use the DV, we use the WordPress editor. How complex would it be to create banners like that? Is that difficult as well?
You need to download a plugin first, then you need to integrate using the plugin.
Oh, got to use plugin to have a banner.
Yes.
Wow, so xiong.
So you want to ask me how complex, right? 1 is to maybe 10, right? 10 being very complex, right? I will say maybe this is 6 or 7.
Yeah, more longer process as compared to DV.
Very troublesome.
Okay. Now I know why DV is important.
Yeah, save a lot of your time. In fact, right now, we create all our website using DV. We don't use other. Yeah.
Thanks.
No problem. No problem. Okay, 1 more minute. Please. let's wrap it up and we will do it on my screen. So how do you do it? How do you do this? I think it should be quite easy. I just select the module settings, select the image and icon, select the image, select the image that you want, click upload image, green tick. Same thing, settings. Then if you got this, if you got it correctly, all your size should be all correct as well. Okay. All right. Now, was it Kelvin who asked me the question, right? Kelvin, right, just now, or Nicholas? The header is very hard to update. Is one thing. If you go under here, right, if you use just the normal WordPress, right, it's even harder for you to create 3 sections like that, 3 columns like that. So, try to use WordPress. I'll try to use DB. Okay. Everyone managed to get the image up already? Right. Can give me okay, Kelvin, thank you. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Nicholas. Okay, everybody, thank you, everyone. Okay, now very simple. Control S or Control S or Command S to save the page, and we are done with the images already. Okay, so this is quite simple, I think. Yeah, everyone okay? If everyone is okay, then we'll go for our next section.
Control S to save the page.
Save the page, yeah. Control S or Command S. Command S for Mac. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next section. Now, for DV, right, what you have done is called build from scratch. Okay, I want you to learn this build from scratch is because you are able to figure out the fundamentals of DV and the fundamental of web design itself. What happened is that in DV itself, right, it's easier for you to to create the page or to build the page, right, with this thing called DV layouts, pre-made layout, DV pre-made layouts. So if you go under the DV website, which is eleganttheme.com. Okay. Okay. Now this, if you go under the DV website, right, and you, I'm already at the layout page, so I'm just going to show you where you can see. eleganttheme.com. If you scroll all the way down, there's this thing called DV layout library. Okay, click on the layout library. Now DV has created 163 layouts pack, okay, that you can use it freely under your DV license itself. Now, for example, right, if you want to use like agency layout, for example, right, you can actually see that one layout itself, 163 layout, right, one layout pack itself has the different pages to it. So you have home page, you have about page, you have pricing page, you have portfolio blog page, all created already. So technically, right, you don't really have to recreate the page, right? But you just need to pull out from the DV library, and you can actually use from the DV library itself, which actually make things a lot faster and a lot easier for you. Okay. So there are 168. You can take a look. Most of it are very nice images. So you can see that, for example, now if you were to do this, right, your image, you also can, the image also belongs to you. Okay. So for example, I go under like a home page. Okay. Blog page. is also there. About page is also there. Landing page. All these are actually created, as you can see. So it's very nice and very easy for you. Okay. Now it comes free for all license, all DV in your DV license, so you can actually retrieve it from your backend. Okay. So the next section is to Ting Yan, like your question. Sorry.
Yes. Okay. My question is, if we are to get these templates, right,
Right.
and they do an update, are we very safe to when they update, have an update, on the version? Will our things get lost?
Sorry.
Our changes get lost?
Can you repeat the
Well,
question?
okay. I have gotten the DV. Okay. So my question is because they don't give the child team.
Right.
Okay.
Eh,
So if we are to get one of these templates, right? If we are to get one of these templates, and if they have upgrades in the future, will our information be lost?
So you should use a child team. So if they don't, so by right, you can ask them for a child team. If you don't want to if you don't want to ask them for child team, you can just download our child team. Also, it's the same for DV.
Okay.
So you use child team, then it doesn't matter anymore.
But later you're going to teach us how to use the child team to add our content, right?
No, when the day when we activate the child team, remember, we are already using.
Oh.
Already.
Then if for our own, we need to activate the child team.
Correct. If you don't know, if
Oh.
you can ask me to give you a child team. If not, right, you can actually download from our learning portal. The child team is also the same.
Okay, Ken.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
No problem. Good question.
Dixon, what if let's say we have built already and then we forgot about the chart team? Can we later install it? Cannot.
Can, but
Huh?
cannot guarantee that most of your things will be saved properly lah. So just be very careful.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah. You already download. Is that you? Are you speaking from experience or?
No, I'm not.
No.
I think, yeah, no.
So best practices for web design, best practices use the child thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
Texing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Initially, I thought this layout is called Teams itself.
Teams.
Is this elegant page that you show us is a theme or just a
Elegant
layout?
theme itself is a theme already. So
Okay.
out of this theme, right, you can actually select 168 layouts. Which one layout you want to take in?
Oh, this is called themes. Initially, I thought initially, how come it's called layout? So I was confused.
DB itself is a theme.
Oh,
right?
okay.
DB theme itself is not very nice one. DB theme, right? The layout is not very nice. So they do a lot of layouts for you to use.
Oh, so is it difficult to use the layouts?
I show
Because
you
we
now. I teach you
learn
now.
from scratch. Oh, okay.
Learn from scratch, very hard, right? How how do you think, Nicholas, how do you think of doing from scratch so far? You have done already, you've done the scratch, learn from scratch already.
Yeah, scratch. Yeah, correct.
How was it? Maybe 1 to 5, 5 being very easy.
Yeah, you got to know what you want, then you got to find where this module is so it takes some time unless you just like just take whatever they have, then just modify.
So same thing now. So Nick, so for the layout, right, is that you take whatever they have, then you modify lor.
Yeah, that'll be better, easier.
So the reason why I want to teach you all build from scratch is because I want you to learn the fundamental.
Yes, correct.
So if not, even if I give you this, you won't know how to use also. Later, if you don't get the fundamental right lah.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks.
Okay, no problem. So let's move on together. We go under our back end again. This time around, just click on the company name and then we go back to our back end. Okay. Now let's go to pages. Click on all pages. Pages, all pages. Again, pages, all pages. if we choose the layout, we can change the picture accordingly. Yes, you can do whatever you have done, built from scratch, right? So you call in the layout already, you can do whatever you want. Increase, like for example, you want to add new row, add new section, add new image, change the image. All this is possible. Okay, thank you. So let's move on here. Under pages, on the home page, click on edit with DV. Now, everyone, you will get these three table, right? It says build from scratch, build from, choose from pre-made layout, and clone existing page, right? This time around, we already done build from scratch already. So this time around, we want to click choose a pre-made layout. So click browse layout. Now, it will take a while for it to load. So once it's load, all your 163 layout is here. So you just need to choose the layout and you can start using. So how do you choose the layout? Simply, for example, we're going to use agency layout. Simply click on the agency layout. Then you can choose which one you want. Because this is home, right? So we choose home. And then we use this layout. Okay? Let's give it a try on your site. I will repeat the steps again. So I just want to be clear that everyone see the three box already. If you see the three box, right, click on the second one, build from pre-made layout. Then you will see this thing called load from library. So if you see load from library, give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Kelvin, Teng Yen, Melinda. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you. Thank you, Xiaoyun. Thank you, Ricky. Julie and Zheng Xiong, okay? I don't see the boxes. Julie, what do you see? Sorry, no worry. But do you all see the three? Zheng Xiong and Julie, do you see okay, Julie, you see a blank page with a plus sign. Okay, hold on. Zheng Xiong, do you see the blank page with a plus sign as well? Or you want to describe to me what you see, Zheng Xiong? I missed the whole set. Are you at the small? Are you the home page? Yeah, homepage. Okay, so inside the yes, at the homepage too. Jay Xiao and Julie, Jay Xiao, can, is this what you see? Maybe you take a look at my screen. I think Julie, this is what you see, right? Julie, yes, okay. Jay Xiao, is this what you see? Have to create a new page. No need. Jay Xiao, you go under. So the rest, hold on for a while. So Jay Xiao, you go under pages. Click on all pages. Then under home page, the one that we created already, right? You click edit. You click on edit. And once you edit, there's an edit with DV. Edit with the DV. Click on it, then it goes to the page already. Okay, so if you see this page, these three box or not? If you see these three box, click on the choose pre-made layout. Okay, for Julie, right? For Julie, right? If you see the plus sign, right? What you need to do is just go under below. There's this purple color three button. Click on it. Then you see a plus sign, purple plus sign, right? Click on the purple plus sign, you'll get the same thing. Okay, Julie and Zhe Xiong, okay? Zhe Xiong, okay. Julie? One more time, Julie. below there's a purple button. Click on the purple button. Click on the plus sign. No problem, Jinchong. Then you got choose from Lee. Oh, good, very good. Everybody has got it. Okay, now once it's loaded, there is an agency layout pack. Click on the agency layout pack. Click on it once. On the right hand side, you can see home. You want to select which layout you want to use. So home layout. Okay, click on the green button, use this layout. It should load for a while and you should be able to get it. Okay, if you get it, same thing, give me a thumbs up. Wow, good. Good. Wow, thank you, Nicholas.
I think I selected the wrong layout.
Don't worry, Nicholas, same thing as Judy earlier, right? Click on the purple button below. Click on the plus sign.
Purple, a plus sign or a cross sign?
Click on the purple button below, right? Click on the plus sign.
Your plus sign, right?
Okay.
Okay, understand.
Click on it already, right? Then same thing, female layout, you choose one more time. But this time around, right, just make sure you, okay, I show you. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's the same layout, right? But this time around, just make sure you select the replace existing content here.
Okay. Then I rechange and I find a new layout, is it?
You select the home, then use this layout.
Oh, okay. Then I use it. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay, very good. You guys are okay, right? Good, very good, very good.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, very good. So this is how you call in your layout. So every page, right? What you need to do is for every page, you need to call in the different layout accordingly. So home page, you can call in the home page. Any page, you can call in the. So what you can do is also, right? You can also create one sample page, right, and then call in other layouts. Then you all can combine together. Okay, so this is how you call in the layout. Any question for calling the female layout? Okay, if not, right, another thing that I want to teach you is to save the certain things to library. Now DB actually has this thing called library, right? DB library. So what it does is that the DB library allows you to save a certain thing, right? You can save a section, you can save a row, you can save a module into the library itself. And when you want to use it later, right, you can pull out from the library. So what is this for? So for example, right, you want to create a, so for example, right, I want to create a button, I want to create this particular paragraph everywhere, right? This paragraph, I want to create it everywhere in all the pages. Okay, so what I'll do is I will create these two modules. So text module, right? These two are text module. I create the two module, I save to library. Then when I create other pages, so for example, I create like about pages, right? Okay, and I can go to the particular portion and call in from my library again. So it will be repeated. Okay, so this is one way that you can use to use for the library. So in this way, we call it save as a global item in library. Global item, save as a global item in library. So this is called. So this is called global item in library. So once you save a global item in library, you can always call this thing out on your website. On your website, right? Any pages, you can call it out. Okay. Another thing, another way, another time that you will be using the library is when you done something that you like on the design itself. So for example, right, I go under my web design, and once I done up the tab over here, right, the tab over here, right, and I think that okay, this tab is very nice. So I want to, what I want to do is I want to copy this tab, this design or this tab, right, and put it in other pages. So I can save the whole module, the tab module, and I go to, for example, I create a maintenance page, right? I can actually put in my tab module into the maintenance page, right? Then I can change. Now, because the content is going to be very different, okay, because the content is going to be very different, you this time around, when you save to library, right, you don't have to save this as a global item. You can just save this as a normal module, right? So that you can call in. So the difference between global item and not global item is that global item, right? Every time when you save as a global item, whenever you edit one portion or one part to that particular module, right, the rest of the pages that you call in will be affected. Okay, so this is what you need to do. Okay, so done too much talking here. We want to give you a try. How to save to library. Now, to save to library, right? So for example, we are going to create a contact form. Okay. So for now, right, as an example, right, let's head down to our contact form, scroll all the way down, head down to our contact form. And what you can do is just click on the settings. Let's create one more fields so that we can see the difference. We create one more field, click on the settings, click on add fields, add new fields.
Hello.
And yes.
Yeah, wait. Where is it? Sorry.
Uh, you scroll all the way down. There's
Ah.
contact form, right? Leave a message. You see? All the way
Okay.
down. Click on the settings. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now we add new field. Click on add new field. Okay, same thing. This field ID, we call it contact number. I think this one we done before already. Sorry. So the title also call it contact number. Now we are done with the field. Add new field already. Click on the green tick. So same thing. I'm just gonna move this up so that it's nicer. Okay. So we're just gonna edit this. Click on the green tick. Everyone done these changes already, right? Okay, now how do you save whatever you have done? How do you save to library? Mouse over to the item, and there is a save to library option, which is the fourth one. Save to library. Click on the save to library. Now your layout name can be any name. So for example, I'm just going to put contact form. Now the next thing they're going to ask you is that you want to save this as a global item. Okay, so I explained to you, as a global item, when you save it and you call it to other places, whenever changes you do to other places, it will affect every page that you call in from. Okay, this is global item. So contact form, we are going to save this as a global item. Save to library. Okay. Then once you save to library, what you see is the module color now changes to lime green. Okay, if you see lime green, just give me a green, just give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Kelvin. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sharin. Thank you, Nicholas. Ricky, okay.
Not lime green. Wait. Must I
I
save
think,
to global?
I can't hear you.
Mine is not lime green.
Yes, you
Okay, I saved to library. I
but
change it to contact form.
the save item as must be global.
Okay. Then save to library. Okay, yes, I got it. Thanks.
No problem. Who else? Can right? Jian Xiong, okay? Cannot. Which part? It's still gray. Do you click on save to global item? Save as global item. Yes. You try to save again, can? So same thing. Save to library, contact form, then save as global item. I can't do it anymore. So try to do it again. So lime green, right, is just another color to represent global item. Jian Xiong can? Sorry, yeah, Jian Xiong, okay? Instead, I follow identical. I don't know why it's still gray. Jian Xiong, do you mind if you want to share screen with me? The rest, just help me to save the page or Control S. Jian Xiong, do you mind if you share screen with me? Take a look. I'm using another laptop. Or do you have a screenshot? Okay. Later I sort it out. Okay, can. Or later you use your laptop, sign in already, then you share screen, then I take a look for you. Okay, good. Okay, now once this is done, right, we need to save the page. So Control S or Command S, save the page. The next thing is we want to create our page. Just go under back end. So same thing, we create our new page. Just go under our back end. Okay, on the top left hand corner, this company name. Then you can go back to your back end. Sorry, the screen is not shared. So click on the company name, it go back to your back end. Yeah, I don't know why so slow now.
Back end then go to what? David. Oh no, okay. I saw it.
Okay, so once you're at back end already, let's go to.
Mine is different. Saying mine is different.
Okay.
Mine is the white, not the WordPress one. So I cross it out.
Can you describe a bit more of what you see?
Okay, wait, I cross it first. Okay, I go back to dashboard, right? Okay. Okay, got it. Thanks.
Okay. Now once you're at dashboard, go to pages, click on all pages. Pages, all pages. Now we're gonna change our about page now. So click on about, just click on edit. Okay, then click on edit with the DB builder. Okay, so this time around, same thing, choose a pre-made layout. Okay, so this time around, we're gonna choose about, just select agency. Select about. select use this layout. Okay. Okay. So can I just have a thumbs up if you see the about page being created? Okay, thank you. Okay, Kelvin. Thank you everyone. Okay, good. Yeah, I lost my chat. Fixing Julie. Fixing must we select agency layout, then about. What if we select the about page from other things? Julie, for this example, we're going to use the agency design throughout. So that's why we select agency, then we select about. But the next time when you want to use other design, right, you can select the other design layout. Okay, good. Okay, let's move on. So how do we call from library? Earlier we saved something to library and now we need to call it back, call it out. So you just scroll down all the way down, there's a contact form. This contact form was not the one that we do, right? So what we do is first of all, we just need to delete this away first. So how do you delete this away? Just mouse over, click on the bin. Okay, delete module. Now they will add a module. You will be able to add a new module. Okay, click on the plus sign to add new module. Instead of selecting new module, right, we click on add from library and click contact form. The green color contact form. Then your contact form will be called out already. Then same thing, you mouse over, you can see that. If you mouse over, you can see that it is a lime green here. Easy. Any questions? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Melinda. Thank you, Sharin.
Saying, can you repeat the step? I lost you.
Have you created the about page already?
449.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, have you created the about page already?
About page. Yeah, created already. Now, yeah, correct.
Which steps are you are you lost?
Oh, I have okay. I'm actually at the about page. I scroll to the leave a message page. I'm supposed to delete off. I don't know how to delete.
Okay, so you're supposed, this is what you see right now. I suppose this is what you see now.
Yeah, the original page. You're right.
Okay, so you scroll down to the contact form already, right? You just
Yes.
mouse over to it and then there is a bin.
Oh, okay. Just delete it. Yeah, okay, deleted already.
Deleted already, right? Click on the plus
Yep.
sign. Jian Xiong, can you tell me your demo number? Jian Xiong, sorry. 10.
Okay, I got it already then. Thank you very much.
Okay, they got the lime green also, like.
Yeah, lime green. Okay, thanks.
No problem. Okay, give me a while. Jian Xiong says his website is not reachable. Jian Xiong, I can. Can you refresh your huh? You don't go to your C panel, right? You go to demo website 10.club, right? /wp-admin. Jian Xiong, are you okay? No, not now. Can already. Okay, have you created the about page already, Jian Xiong? Creating, okay. Let's wait for a while. So the rest, are you okay? So this is how you do it. What you can do is just save your page. So this is how you call from library. I think which is actually quite straightforward. So click on the So every time when you add something, so when you save, if you're going to save the library, if you save it as a row, then you add as a row, add from library. If you save it as a module, you add as a module, add from library. Okay, accordingly. The rest all okay, then you just help me save this page. Zhenxiong, once you're done, just let me know. Okay, thanks. Okay, thank you. Okay, now we are done for this. Just click on the back end again. Okay. Now the next thing we want to learn is the next thing you want to learn is to clone pages. Now, certain page, right? For example, when I created my small room page, right? Remember when we draw the wireframe, we were saying that the small room, the mid-sized room, and the large room is going to look the same, right? So what we need to do is the small room is already created already, right? So we just need to use the small room, duplicate onto my mid-sized room, duplicate on my large room, so that I can change the content accordingly. So this will cut short a lot of time from your end. Okay, so the next section we're going to learn is how to clone pages. Okay, now to clone pages, just go back to a back end. What we need to do is just go under pages, click on all pages, same thing. Okay, and click on under mix size. Now we're going to use mix size room. Under mix size room, click edit, same way. Okay, now same thing, click on edit with the DB builder. But we are learning how to build from scratch. We are learning how to choose previous layout. Now we're going to use clone existing page. Okay, so click on that. You will come out to this page whereby they ask you to clone your existing page. Here, see, we have the small room. So simple, just click on small room. The big size room will then have everything on the small room itself. That's it. This is your mixed size room. So you just need to change the content accordingly. Okay? Shall we do
Hi,
it together?
Singh.
Yes.
Yeah, a
Can you-
question. Just now when you were in the dashboard, right? You press edit on the mid-size room, but sometimes you click edit with DV. Is there a difference?
No difference.
Or no difference?
You can, for shortcut wise, you can click edit with DV lah. But I just want you all to know that there's because tomorrow when we go through the SEO part, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about what you can do outside DV. So I don't want you all to have a habit of clicking on edit with DV. Later you cannot find
Okay.
pages.
Okay. Ken, thanks.
Okay, the rest all okay. Do you want to give it a try on your own? Because it's going to be quite simple. To create a mid-size room by cloning the small size room. Okay. Can I give you all 5 minutes to do this? Should be very fast. Okay. Melinda, don't need. Just do the mid-size room. Okay, let's do it on my side. Let's wrap it up. I think most of you should be able to do it quite quickly, so let's not waste too much time really. Let's go back to our back. Those who want to follow can follow me to my to back end, on my side to back end. Okay. Now, same thing. Go to pages. Click on all pages. Scroll down under mixed size room. Click on edit. If you can want to click on edit with DB, also possible. Okay. Click on edit with DB here. Okay. Now they'll ask you to clone 3 options. Click on clone pages. Existing page. Then you can select small room. That's about it. Simple. Okay. Once you select small room, it will load and the small room will come up. That's about it. Once you are done, just click on save. Okay, the rest, are you all okay? Okay, thank you, Tingyan. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Sarin, Melinda, Nicholas, Vicky, Jian Xiong, are you okay?
Sorry, we are at where? At mid-side room, is it? You do again, huh? Do one more time, is it?
No, you do edit, then don't need edit.
Oh.
I just want to show the class. So you're okay, right? I suppose, Kevin. You're okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Okay, so now so one last section before we call it a day. So this last section, what we're gonna do is we are gonna change the logo over here. So that's all for pages already. Fixing you continue first. Okay, Jian okay. I'll come back to you later for help. Okay, so the rest are what we need to do is we need to change the logo over here, right? Here. And what we need to do is also on the bottom part, right? You will see this part says edit with DB. Sorry, not edit with DB. Build with WordPress, powered by WordPress, copyright. These are 2 things that we need to change. Then you can also change this part as well, the right hand side, the footer, sorry. Okay, so how we gonna do it? First thing first, I need you all to help me to download a logo. Any logo will do. So what you should do is same thing when you want to find logo, right? When you do your own logo, right? Make sure you actually do logo for website, right? Try to choose a logo with a horizontal with a with a landscape style. So Jian, you want to listen to me first, then later we try it. So what do I mean by landscape style? So same thing. The logo, try to find something like that. Okay. Try not to find logo that is or try your own logo, right? Try not to do logo that is like vertical, like maybe this kind of TikTok kind of logo. Okay, if you want, you move this down. You try not to do this for website, not very nice. The reason is because, right, for website, right, you only get this amount of space on your header, this amount of space. Okay, so if you use this if you use the horizon, if you use the landscape style of landscape style of logo, right, then it looks better. Okay, but if you use a square or vertical one, right, you will just be very small. It'll just be very small. Okay, so I just need you all to help me to go over to help me to actually search for a logo, download any logo. So you just go under like maybe Google logo, and search for a logo. Let's say, for example, I'm going to search for, that's not the logo, crop, it's not bad. So I'm going to search for this logo. So what I need to do is just download, right click, download image as logo. Okay, right click, download image as logo. Can y'all do that on your sites? Once you're ready, just give me a thumbs up as well. Once you're ready, just give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Nicholas. Julie, okay. Chen Xiao, okay. Good. Kelvin, okay. Vicky, Xiao Yun, Ting Yan. Only left is Xiao Yun and Melinda, okay? The both of you. Xiao Yun, okay, thank you. Melinda, are you okay? Sorry, which site to go for logo? Any just Google logo. You find any logo can already. Your own if you have your own logo, even better lah. But okay. Okay, Melinda. Melinda, are you okay?
Oh, sorry, not yet.
So okay, no problem. But you managed to find any logo will do. Just Google any logo.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Don't worry, just
Okay.
for this to test out only. Yeah. So allow me to move on. So now let's do the same thing. Go back to your back end. Go under media. Go under media. Add new. Select your logo. Add new, select your logo. Then upload the logo. Okay. Same thing. We are going to crop for logo wise, right? We are going to crop and remove all the sides. So edit the image. So this time it's going to be quite simple, right? Just crop away the sides of it. So you only left a bit, no sides. Okay.
No. Hello. Media, then after that, how to edit?
Yeah, upload your logo first.
Upload.
Yeah.
It's add new, that one, is it? No.
You are at media
library.
Then add new, correct. Add new and then upload. Add new and then choose file and then upload. Media library, add new. Select your file. Okay. The rest are okay.
You come to attachment details. No.
Attachment details. Select files. Right.
What's the scale? 520, 154. Is it all right?
Okay, so for logo, right, usually we will go for a height of 120. Height.
Okay. If it's 154, is it okay?
154, okay.
Okay, thanks.
The height is the second number, Ting. Oh.
Okay. Can.
Kelvin, okay?
Yeah, I just describe, correct. Attachment details, correct?
Attachment details, correct. Then this one, right? Click on edit image. Edit image.
Okay.
Okay, then select
Yeah, how come I cannot find a free logo design?
Logo, you just
Faster, I late already.
Select 500.
Yeah, I can't find.
Turn to 500.
Everybody go already.
You ask him lah.
crop.
He said just Google. I Google don't have. Then I need to see. Everybody here I still finding.
Kelvin, are you okay?
Scale to 500, is it?
You can scale to a height of 120. So make sure you crop and save first. Okay. The rest all okay, right? Okay, I'm just gonna do it one more time at my end because I want to catch up with some of you. Okay, so same thing, edit image, crop the image, crop this. I save it. So you can scale it one more time, edit, and then scale to 120. So edit, scale to 100 and 165 also can. Actually, plus minus. Logo should be okay. Don't need to go until 500, 600. Okay, then you should get it in. Okay, for those who get it, give me a thumbs up. Melinda, are you okay? Thank you,
Not yet. I'm still trying to put in the logo. Yeah, I never. I try later. Anything I tell you.
Have you downloaded an image already? Have you downloaded a logo?
Yes. I get a logo already. And now I'm trying to go to the media library.
Okay, good.
Thanks.
No problem. Kelvin, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we wait for a while. Wait for Melinda a while. That she can catch up also.
After I click the add new, then I select the file and drag it. Select file, then I click on the logo, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, I have the attachment detail of the logo. So where do I go after that?
Click on the logo.
Edit image, is it?
Correct.
Okay, then scale it or what? How I need to click and drag to scale to how what is the dimension?
Okay, so what you need to do is to crop to the nearest bit of the logo. So this is what you see, right? Okay, I'll show you. So whatever logo you have, so what you need to do is just select the area, right? Make sure that you crop to the side of the logo like that.
Oh, okay.
Then you are done. You just
crop, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then save.
Correct.
Before I go and scale, right?
Correct.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, so I edit. How what is the scale that I need to have? The dimension?
You just need to make sure that your height is around 120, 125. That's good.
120. How about the first one is the height?
Oh. No, the first one is the width some height. It's always width.
Sorry,
no problem. Okay.
Edit. Okay, the height is 120. But when I change the height to 120, the width just follows, change accordingly.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry.
Okay, that is scale. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, done. Thanks.
Now, how to change your logo? Everyone can come back to my screen now. To change your logo, just select DV, click on theme options. DV, theme options. DV, then theme options. Okay, as you can see, it's logo over here. So what you need to do is just click on upload over here. Okay, upload. Okay, and select the logo. Then click on set as logo. On the right hand side, set as logo. Yeah. Okay, so the logo is in already. Okay, so the rest can just take a look at my screen. I just want to show you and introduce to you what is this theme option all about. Okay, now, as you can see, right, there's this, when you scroll down, there's these options that says, show Twitter icon, show Google, show Instagram, show Facebook as well. All these are, it currently is enabled, right, for all. So this is what you found in your all these options is what you find in your footer itself, which is over here, the bottom part, the footer. Can you see all these social icons? So if you enable it, then you will see. If you don't enable it, you will not see. That means you disable it lah. Oh, so basically the option is selected based on this area. Okay. So when you select this, area, so for example, if you select Facebook, right? So for example, if you select Facebook over here, okay, your Facebook profile URL, you can put it over here so that they will link up the Facebook. Yeah, I think that is quite self-explanatory. So moving on, you will see that you are able to actually put in custom CSS. So if you want to do coding or if you need to do any custom code, right, this is where you can go for to put in your code. Okay, this one is custom code lah. So most of you shouldn't be using this. Okay. Other than that, right? Oh, sorry. Okay. Other than that, right? You can also. So other than that, I sorry, I missed out one more thing. So over here, right, on the top, right, you can see that there's this color picker. So this color picker, you realize that we actually pick, whenever we pick color, right, they always have this color picker for us to pick. So over at this theme option, right, is for you to put in the default colors. For example, if your brand color has a default color, right, you put in the default color over here. Okay, so that the next time you want to choose, right, it's easier for you to choose. Don't need to keep putting in the color code anymore. Okay. Now, if everything is done right, so under your logo, if you're okay, just click on Save Changes. Save Changes. Okay, so once we are done, under DV, click on Theme Options. Theme Customizer over here. Under DV, click on Theme Customizer. Okay. Once you click on Theme Customizer, you'll go to another page. This is what you have. So you should see your logo here. Right. Okay, if you see your logo, can you give me a thumbs up? Just want to make sure that everyone is on track. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, thank you. Thank you, Ricky and Chen Xiong. Okay, Ricky, okay. Chen Xiong, are you okay? Okay, let's move on first. So what you need to do next is, what we want to do next is we want to edit the bottom bar over here, whereby it says, you can see that it says design with elegant theme powered by WordPress. You all can see this, right? So we want to edit this part, in case you all can see. So how do I edit this part? What I need to do is just go under footer. Okay, select bottom bar. Footer, select bottom bar. Okay, now can you see a footer credits over here? Okay, So what you need to do is you can key in anything over here, copyright 2020 All Star. But the thing is, right, you cannot post a link here. I mean, you need code to post links. Okay, just gonna zoom in so that you can see it clearly. Okay, so how do we create codes in zooming? So basically, you only need to learn one line of code in the whole course. Okay, to link, this is your code, bracket, sharp bracket A, sharp bracket A, space. I put one line below so that you can see. Space href, h reference, colon, equals, open inverted commas. So for example, we want privacy policy. Remember your permalink is always privacy. So slash privacy dash policy. Okay, this is your permalink, right? So once you're done, just close it. So this is your link. You need to tell me what is your label, which is privacy policy. Okay, when you're done, just open bracket, close the A. That's it. Leave this for a while. Yeah, okay. Same thing. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you, Jian Xiong. Thank you, Vicky.
Next thing, at the last line of your copyright sentence, there's one bar. Yeah, that's one. What is that? I.
Just a bar, separator, so that it looks better. You see?
Where can I find that separator? Or just a
shift, then you shift, right? Then you key in the button on top of your enter. Shift, then on top of the enter.
Oh, okay. Okay, Ken, thanks.
Hidden features.
Yeah.
The rest all okay? Sorry, I didn't see your. The rest okay, right? Okay. Thank you, Julie. Okay, good. Okay, now let's move on more. So once you're done, on the right hand, on the top, can you help me click on publish? On the top, click on publish. Publish on the top, can you see? Okay. Yeah. Now once you're done, we need to talk about the bottom footer already. So this part, right, is for you to know. So you can just take a look at my screen. I'll go through review this part. Very easy. Okay. I assume everyone okay. So if you click on the, if you all can, so if you click on the back arrow over here, I click on it, right? Then I can click on layout, footer, still under footer layout. I can choose the different layout. So right now my layout is 4 box, right? So meaning that what I can expect over at my footer is 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so 4 box. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right? So this is according to what I choose over here. Okay, so far, okay. So when you choose your layout already, right? What is inside, right? This is what is inside is called widgets. Okay. What is inside is called widgets. So how do I put in my widgets? Okay, you just go under back. sorry, we go back by clicking on the cross sign on top. Okay, back to this. To put in the widget, we go under appearance, click on widgets. Appearance widgets. Okay, so just now got 4 area, right? So footer 1, 2, 3, and 4. So whatever you want to put in, right, is selected from here. You can put in anything. Okay, that's about it for your footer. Do you want to? Do you have any question for me? Thank you. Any question? Are you okay? You already completed one website already actually. Nothing much for you already. So it should be actually it's quite simple. The behind part lah. The calling from pre-made layout is quite simple. Quite fast now. As in I quite fast or you can do quite fast now. I quite fast. Which part? Which part you're not clear?
Too many things to remember.
Oh, okay. Ricky, the last part, the footer widgets, right? What normally what I will do is because the last part we don't try out on your side one. So if you want, I can try out one more time, Ricky. Do you want me to do one more time? Okay. Normally when you work on your side, right? The last part you can after that you can just come into widget and change the last part, which I will remove lah. So what I will do is I will remove, right? Usually we don't work on the widget one, so the whole page will remove, then we'll put in our own section, design our own footer. Wiki. Oh. After edit footer and publish, do I need to do anything? No more already, nothing already for the last part.
Oh, okay. That one is just for info, like how to go about. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Thank you.
Okay. Kelvin, too many steps. So
yeah, too many steps. After we finish this class, yeah, cannot remember.
Okay, don't worry. Do you all know that there's this checklist? There's this checklist you can sorry, that you can use. So you go under learning portal. You just log in. Wordpress website creation course. If you go under toolkit over here and you head to this website planning toolkit, then website planning, right? Then there's this checklist. Oh, Calvin. All of you lah. There's this website creation checklist. You click on the website creation checklist, right? You will be able to see step by step of what to do. Number 1, buy a domain. How to buy. Then register for a host. How to register. We put in Vodin here lah, but any host also can. Then you point the domain. How to point, so and so forth. So you got all the steps. How to create a page. How to install WordPress. Everything. So I know it's a lot of steps, right? But all these are in the checklist. So if you follow the checklist step by step, you'll be able to get the site up. Kevin. Great. Okay, good. Then there's a few things to share with you also. So web design, website planning is also a Google sheet. So the 4 steps are all in the Google Sheets that you can put in. Then this guide to creating a successful website, this one is what I told you, what I briefed you all the other day during the planning part. Okay. And then with that, right, that's about it for today already. So tomorrow we'll touch on a few more things. We'll touch on troubleshooting, SEO, we will touch on e-commerce, and we will touch on that's it. Managing website.
Hello.
Yes.
If let's say after we do the website and we have launched the website, and subsequently we want to make some amendments, we have to come here to do the amendment. See, we have to log in here to do the amendments.
Into
Under
your
the
WordPress.
admin.
Correct. Correct. Under admin.
Okay.
That means you log in under your WordPress WP admin. No?
But before we do any amendments, right, is there a safety that we have to actually, in case we do something wrong, right, then you can go back to the previous our website.
On the page, right, by right, all the page has a revision one. So you go under pages, right? All pages, for example, pages, all pages. I go under my home page, right? I click on edit. Then there's a revision tab here. Revision, can you see? Revision. I click on revision, right? Then they'll link me to the revision tab for me to choose. For example, I just choose like 1 hour ago, I can restore this version. Or if you do wrong on DB Builder, you just Control Z, then it will bring back you to the previous step already. Calvin.
Yeah.
Control
Z. Okay.
On the DB, you can just Control Z.
So actually, WordPress, when we go into WordPress, this DB is already inside already, you're saying, right?
No. DB need to install as a theme.
Oh.
So in the website creation guide, right, you got all the way to install, how to install DB. How to install DB, see Then install your theme. To install your theme, download the theme from link portal, head to appearance theme, add new, upload, create, click install, click activate.
And that is from your learning portal, right? So in future, if we want to do our website, we still go here.
Sorry?
No, this one is from your learning portal, right? Correct. So in future, if we really want to build our own website, we will have to go into here, is it? Go to your learning portal to do it, Is it like that?
No, you do it on your own server. This is just a step.
On server, right?
Yeah, this is just a step-by-step guide only. Am I answering to your questions, Calvin?
Our own server. Okay.
Yeah. You take a look at the step, it will tell you to buy your own server also.
Yeah, correct.
Server for a host. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Same thing, right? If no question, then we will call it end for today. Same thing. All this will be recorded on YouTube. Then the link I will share tomorrow again. If you don't get the link just now, I'll share to you tomorrow again. Can. Yes.
Tomorrow I will not be able to join. So tomorrow night I should be able to see the YouTube.
No, the next day.
The next day.
YouTube, right, need a while to save the
load.
Then I need to edit a bit more.
Okay. Then another question. I have bought a domain name and
Did I lost you?
Yeah. Can you hear? Okay. So when I play with the WordPress, right, I notice every time when I do a preview, it publish whatever I do.
Yes.
Live.
Yes.
So how can I not have it published?
You have to draft lah. But the page itself is published already. Right? Thank you, Ricky.
Yes.
So you create new page. You create new page, you clone it, then you change on the new page. Then you're done, you just close that. You create a new page, right?
Okay.
Then you clone, I teach you how to clone it. You clone that page. Then you can edit from there.
But it will always be on live, like.
No, so the page is already on live already, right? You want to edit that page, right? So what you do is you create new page, clone that page in, then you do the changes from there.
Then once it's done, how do I?
You go back to the same page, you clone the done page. You get what I mean?
Wow. Oh.
You get what I mean?
Okay.
Okay, so for example, I just draw here so you can understand. So for example, right, you have your original page, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay.
But now still under construction.
You can just then it's still under construction, okay, ma'am. No,
But it will always be on live.
yeah, you download the under construction plugin, then you won't.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The first day you taught one.
Correct.
Okay. Then I'll refer back.
Okay.
Ken, thank you.
No problem. Nicholas, you got a question for me, is it?
Yes, I got a question for you. Okay, I use the WordPress to create a website. So what happened is that I tested out at my client's place. Okay, if I if I use their I log into their network, I got no problem. I got no problem accessing the site that site. But if I tap into their guest network, I got problem going to my site.
This one is more of their VPN already.
Or VPN, because then they tell me you got to use your own mobile phone data, then you can go to the website.
Not really yet. Not really yet. It's the VPN already.
Or VPN.
Oh,
okay.
Check with their IT side about this.
Oh, okay. That's why I was wondering if we as a visitor, we goes to the site, we log into their guest network. We couldn't access the website, so they asked me to switch to my data, 4G data, then I can able to access the website.
It's not because of the website, it's because of the network.
Oh, network, huh? Okay. Okay.
Melinda, sorry, Melinda, you're still here, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I want to check with you. How do I?
You email me, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't reply because I'm flooded with email now.
Understand, it's okay.
I'm clearing the email because this period all of us are working from home, so very difficult to communicate. Then everyone start to send email. Like I'm trying to clear.
Understand. It's okay, just for my information only, not urgent.
But can
And,
my
question now is your YouTube link. I tried to key in the link, but it says that no result found. Am I supposed to key at the URL there?
Not URL, correct. Yeah.
I key there, then this just now the one that you show us, the link 1.at/HMVZ6. I should be able to see, right? But it says this site can't be reached.
Okay, you give me a while. Let me just
Okay, thanks.
check the link.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're okay. If you want, no question can leave already. Sorry, please slow.
It's okay. I'm sorry to keep you in a.
No problem, don't worry. Just a bit slow. That's the link. This one, right?
Yeah, I key in this one.
The whole thing,
Yeah. TUR1, right? .at, right? This is the one, right?
Short URL. Short URL.at, not one.
Oh, URL. Okay.
Short URL.at. So it's SHORT URL.
URL. Okay, wait. I think I tried this also cannot. Also cannot. It can really, can really.
Right.
Okay, thanks. Then another thing, sorry, I think I have another company using this exabyte, and then it seems that there's this HORDE. Is it a CMS also? This HORDE?
Hot
Yeah,
HORDE is a webmail It's an email
webmail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do the website.
Okay, not do website.
It's an email That one is an email.
It's
an
only
email.
email.
Yeah, it's an email backend. It's a
So if
backend.
because they tell me I can create website using this. So
Using hot.
yeah.
Let me check. HORDE, right?
HORDE, yeah.
Hot, if I'm not
They
wrong.
have C panel also, right?
Hot, if I'm not wrong, it's a webmail.
Webmail. Okay, okay. Then never mind, I'll check with them.
Yeah, you
That
check
one
with them.
is, yeah,
But
yeah.
that one
So,
definitely not WordPress lah.
okay, means now if let's say I have a domain with Singtel, let's say I want to create a web, I can buy the web hosting from SiteGround, right?
Correct.
Instead of going to the Singtel.
Correct.
Okay, understand. Ken, thank you very much.
No problem.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Chen Xiong, do you need help? How can I help you, Chen Xiong? I don't know why my WordPress every action it does got error. It does got error. What's the error, Chen Xiong? After a while, then the page can load. Chen Xiong, are you on Wi-Fi?
I'm using another desktop right now.
Ah.
Then each time, right, when I try to do some changes, it will get some error. Then I'll have to keep on refresh, and then after a while, then it can load.
Okay, what I will advise you is you can actually clear your cache first, and then you give it a try again. What happened is because sometimes but it shouldn't happen to your site lah, because if you're using a demo site, it's quite new, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
sometimes your network connection is not very strong.
Okay.
Or this will happen sometimes in like cafe. I'm just saying for example, in cafe, right, their network always their network will intermittently drop off every 30 minutes. So this kind of issue is also one issue. So you will need to check your network, because every time when you face with this error, right, it's either your website cache is not clear, number one. Number two, your Wi-Fi, your network is not very strong. So you have sometimes when your Wi-Fi drop off, you won't know one, because it's intermittent So they drop off, then they pick up again. You get what I mean? But DV, right, because it always save every minute. So probably they try to save and then got this error. You get what I mean?
Oh, okay. Because it's like every action, when I click on something, it loads into the DV editor, then it will drop out again. Then after that, when I click back to the WordPress, then it will also the backend, then it will also appear the error again. So I'll just clear my cache then I'll see how it goes.
Alright, you shouldn't have this issue. So it's either your cache or your network.
Oh yeah, the last few lessons is working fine, but then
Yeah, correct.
also
Because
not sure.
correct because right now I also can't, from what I know, right, if you have this kind of error, usually it's our own network. Like if you want to pinpoint, usually I'll pinpoint the network more than the website itself.
Oh, okay lah, can I'll take note of this. Maybe I clear the cache should be fine lah.
Okay.
Can.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye.